Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today we have a unique episode. So I woke up this morning to a lot of information. I got an email from YouTube saying one of my videos was taken down for IP violation, and I got a text message from Instagram with a password reset, all in between 3 and 4 a.m. So this is what happened. I started sifting through. Rachel, the journalist, who I've spoken about several times and complimented openly for her piece that, again, I disagreed with pieces of it, decided that she now feels that it is inappropriate that I quoted her and showed snippets of her article in my YouTube video, even though I openly said, hey, this is from Rachel's article, this is what she said, and I read the article. Now, I don't read the entire article. I obviously just take a sentence or two here or there and say, this is what Rachel said, and then I show the piece. I in no way actually read the article in its entirety, and she told YouTube and then Instagram and pretty much anybody that's gonna listen that what I have done is IP theft and that I have prevented her from making money off of this article. Now, I take this really seriously because I in no way, shape, or form intended to, rob Rachel of any kind of revenue from the article. And in fact, I talk about the article. So if you're watching the YouTube video, I assumed you would want to go read her article as well. But what's interesting is I have spoken with Rachel several times since I put out those YouTube videos, and she didn't care at all. The YouTube video in question was number 422, where I talk about the article that she wrote about Michelle Peterson. So again, I was wondering, initially, wait, why? Like, why is she going after me now and trying to get these videos removed and laughing about it on Nextdoor? Because that's the other thing I got. I got text messages from friends in the area that were showing me Nextdoor posts of her, like, bragging about how she got these videos taken down. And you may be wondering why too, like why would Rachel care? So I'll tell you why she cares. Initially, when I reached out to Rachel, as well as Jesse Van Zee and Michelle Peterson to find out information to make the original YouTube video number 422, Rachel was not super great, but not a big deal. Like she was a little snarky, a little unprofessional, calling me dude and whatnot in emails. And like, okay. A little different than I thought for journalists, but fine. And then, she answered a bunch of questions and again, said I appreciated her and complimented her in the video. And then she reached out a couple more times over the last week or so. And then yesterday hits me up with this really intense text. She sent me a link to a tweet and then said, does Van Zee give you permission to speak on his behalf as much as you do? ... I found that humorous because I never speak on behalf of Van Zee. And I certainly wasn't going to respond to some random Twitter by some random person that I don't follow. Again, I don't have a Twitter. So I laughed and said, Rachel, you realize I can express myself precisely and completely on my own platform. Why you think I should be motivated to speak with you or respond to some random tweet argument, I have no idea. Because I don't need to talk to Rachel to express myself. I can express myself fully and completely and precisely here. And Rachel has shown, obviously, that if I give her quotes, just like she's done with other people, if I give her a quote, I shouldn't necessarily have faith that she'll produce the quote in its entirety in an article she writes. So again, I don't need to talk to Rachel. I can talk for myself, which is what I do. She then goes on to say some more not nice stuff about me and make some accusations. To which I respond, palm in the face emoji, you just don't get it. If I feel like expressing myself, I do. If you feel differently, write an article. Because that's what we do. She's a journalist who writes articles. She's in print media. I'm not. And I'm fine. You don't want to say I'm a journalist. I have no problem with that. I make YouTube videos expressing myself and what I think about situations. That's it. I'm not claiming to be anything else. She then goes on to say more and even worse things about me, to which I respond, write an article. And then she goes on to say more stuff, and I tell her to visit www.writeanarticle.com. Okay, so I acknowledge the www.writeanarticle.com. Little snarky, I get it. I thought it was funny at the time. And again, she kept texting me these really not nice things, accusing me of whatnot, saying horrible things about me. And obviously I'm not going to be motivated to respond to any of that. I don't respond to people trying to bully me over text message. And about 2 hours later, I get this text message from her. We're not peer professionals, and I don't care how many times you say you respect me. I am an actual journalist, and you're some 50-year-old man in Idaho who speaks loudly and wrongly into a camera alone, obsessed with a woman you don't know, trying to impress a man you've probably met once, ranting about newspapers who don't give an F about you, and a box she checked a decade ago along with the town you don't live in anymore. You seem angry at the idea that actual professionals do their job right, and you find the result inconvenient, so you resort to hate, lies, and actual harassment. Get a hobby by blocking now. There's so much there. But what I can say is, of all the really hurtful, mean things she just said to me, I'm actually most bothered by the fact that she thinks I'm 50 because I'm only 40 and I have great skin. Like, I don't know what 50-year-olds she hangs out with, if they're really, really great with their dermatologist, but like, I'm not 50. And all joking aside, here's the thing that's painfully obvious. Rachel could have asked me at any time to take down her article. She could have said, hey, Matt, like, I worked really hard on this. Can you remove the snippets, the little, 10-second clip from your video, because I think it might actually be costing me money. She could have said anything like that. Or like, hey, you didn't, cite me enough, or you didn't reference me enough, or you didn't put, the link to the article in your description, like anything she wanted. But she didn't. She didn't. She just, at like 3 and 4 a.m., it appears somebody tried to break into my Instagram account, and they didn't, because I got a password reset link. Almost the exact same time I got the email from YouTube saying, hey, you've been flagged. And then later, Instagram goes ahead and takes down the videos because she said I stole the IP and everything. And okay, fine. Like, I'm re-uploading them with her article blurred out. Exact same video if you want to check it out, but just with a link and the actual article blurred out, so that the viewer actually has to go find the article to fact check me, which they'll find I'm speaking accurately. But this is not about money for Rachel, and I respect that. She's a young woman trying to make a living writing stuff. Like, I get that. She needs to make money, and if I went on a YouTube video and read verbatim the entire article, that would be hurting Rachel's bottom line. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. She could have said anything, and she didn't. And in fact, I got a screenshot of what's going on next door, and this is what Rachel's actually saying on Nextdoor. As long as he doesn't make things up / spread more disinformation while flashing up and reading parts of my article, copyrighted, for no reason other than to say more misinformation and falsehoods, he should be good next time around. She didn't in any way, shape, or form say she was worried about making money, like she said on YouTube. And again, I guess the point has already been made. This is literally about Rachel disagreeing with my video and doing anything she can to get it removed. And again, fine, like, you got that YouTube video removed. I'm just re-uploading it with your article blurred out. Like, that's it. But it's really upsetting. Not my video. I'm not upset about the video. I have no doubt that I will continue to be able to express whatever I want on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or Twitch or Vimeo. There are umpteen media platforms where I can post videos about my thoughts. I'm not worried about that in the least. And let's not forget, I don't make a living off of this. I'm doing this because I believe in this stuff. I did get a couple donations from people this last week, which I greatly appreciate. And again, I'll put up my Venmo and Patreon in case you guys want to donate, at least those of you that are watching this that like me. But the problem is that Rachel has now moved into the media machine that actively seeks to completely crush anyone that disagrees with them. Rachel didn't have any problem with me doing this, that she communicated to me anyway, until I refused to talk to her and answer her snarky, ridiculous accusations yesterday. That's what's going on. And it's unfortunate because the people in the community are not best served by this. Like, it's not helping anyone. And what it's doing is reinforcing the fact that a lot of people don't agree with Michelle, and a lot of people don't agree with Rachel, and a lot of people don't agree with what's going on in the school district, but they're too scared to say anything. The number of people who have reached out to me that have thanked me for saying what they can't say is unbelievable. And the number of people who are trying to paint me as the devil is equally unbelievable. And look, I can only say this stuff because I don't live there anymore. When I did live there, my family felt very uneasy about me making comment on social issues. And for obvious reasons. We had people in the community that were getting visited and harassed on a daily basis by people that didn't agree with them. Like, it's unbelievable to me that people have resorted to this stuff. And if I still live there, I couldn't say anything, but my friends and family do. So of course I'm saying something, because no one's showing up at my front door to try to intimidate me. And in case you think I'm exaggerating, the legal system and the court system is right now hearing cases for people that are being insanely harassed. And the details of these cases, I'm not at liberty to share right now, but I will tell you it is insane what people are having to go through just to, in good faith, express their opinions about the community. You don't want to watch my videos? Fine, don't watch the video. Like, you don't have to. This isn't popping up on your TV. Like, you're not forced to watch anything I make. If you disagree with me, fine, leave a comment. Dewey leaves comments all the time that I think are hilarious and ridiculous. Like, say I'm a bad person on Nextdoor and YouTube. Like, I don't really care. But for those of you that are still in the community that do care about open discourse, you need to take this really seriously. Rachel is coming hard against people who disagree with her. She's bothering other people who I will not name. It is not a good situation. And just evidenced by her losing composure and sending me some insane text message about how I'm a terrible person, I'm spreading hate and I'm spreading lies and harassing people. And I'm 50, which again is the most upsetting piece of that. It's just not good. It's not helping. I hope whatever's going on with her gets sorted out. I just wanted to let you guys know that's what's going on with the video. I'm reposting it. Again, don't worry, no copyright infringement. She'll be able to make as much money as her heart desires off of that article. Good for her. It's a difficult situation. I do not envy the people living in the community that want to say things and feel they otherwise cannot. I understand where you're coming from. Speak out to whatever degree you feel comfortable. I'm going to keep making videos and doing my best. And again, if I've made a mistake or if I have something inaccurate, please do feel free to reach out. And if you have something you'd like to say and you want it to be said on my platform, reach out to me as well. Thanks, everybody. I'm Todd. Go out and crush it.